Howdy, y'all. Happy Tuesday. Hope this week finds you well and living your best life. I will apologize. Last week's puzzler is a bit of a groaner. If you haven't figured out the answer already, you will likely groan when I give it to you. So, last week's puzzler was, you see a boat filled with people. It has not sunk, but when you look again, you don't see a single person. Why? The answer is, because they're all married. So you don't see a single person because they're all married. I know. Sorry, that was a bit of a groaner. Let's jump into this week, shall we? In his youth, a man decides to take a trip to visit the Great Pyramids of Egypt. He's deeply moved by the trip, and years later, he decides to take his son, who has never been away from home, to see the pyramids. The catch is, the man made his visit to see the pyramids in 1995. But his son made his trip to see the pyramids in 1969. How is that? So, don your thinking caps, figure that out. As always, email me, text me, call me, skywrite me, whatever you want. I love to hear your responses and your thoughts on these. They're just delightful. I thought this week we'd talk a little bit about graduation. I know 'tis that time of year and it's pretty much been stymied with this COVID-19 silliness. When my son was little, he went to Linden Bridge Nursery at our very own Linden Heights Church. And the first, like when he was 3, he went for 2 days a week, half days, and when he was 4, he went 3 days a week, half days, and then he went to kindergarten, which was all day. Goes to kindergarten, makes it to December, gets off for Christmas break. A couple days after Christmas, I mentioned to him that, he had to get his lunchbox ready or his clothes or book bag packed or whatever it was. And the poor thing just had a complete breakdown. He was under the impression that he was done. He had gone to school from September to December. That's what you did. You went till Christmas, then you got off. He was done. I didn't even tell him he had 12 more years to go. I was just lucky to get him there to Easter. So, whether you have spent the last 12 years of your life working on graduation, or you're just graduating into elementary school, from elementary school to middle school, if you've earned your master's, you're working on your PhD, whatever it is, we are super proud of you and want to congratulate you for a job well done this year. You all worked really hard. So in lieu of that, I'm going to leave you with a blessing from Dr. Seuss. Enjoy, and congrats all. Take care. Go the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know, and you are the guy who'll decide where to go. You'll look up and down streets, look 'em over with care, and some will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not-so-good street. And you may find not any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. It's opener there, in the wide open air. Out there things can happen, and frequently do, to people as brainy and footsy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along. You'll start happening too. Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be up on your way, you'll be seeing great heights. You'll join high flyers who soar to high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say, but sadly it's true, the bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a prickly perch, and your gang will fly on. You'll be left in the lurch. You'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and the chances are then that you'll be in a slump. And when you're in a slump, you're not in it for much fun. unslumping yourself is not easily done. You'll come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're darkened. A place you could sprain both elbow and chin. Do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? And if you go in, should you turn left or right? Or right and 3/4? Or maybe not quite? Or go around back and sneak in from behind? Simple it's not, I'm afraid you will find, for a mind maker upper to make up his mind. You can get so confused that you'll start into race down long winged roads at a breaknecking pace and grind on for miles across weirdish wild space, headed, I fear, toward a most useless place. The waiting place. For people just waiting. Waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go, or the mail to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or waiting around for a yes or no, or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting. Waiting for the fish to bite, or waiting for the wind to fly a kite, or waiting around for Friday night, or perhaps waiting for Uncle Jake, or a pot to boil, or a better break, or a string of pearls, or a pair of pants, or a wig with curls, or another chance. Everyone is just waiting. Nope, that's not for you. Somehow you'll escape all that waiting and staying. You'll find the bright places where boom bands are playing. With banner flapping, once more you ride high, ready for anything under the sky, ready because you're that kind of guy. Oh, the places you'll go. There is fun to be done. There are points to be scored, there are games to be won. And the magical things you can do with that ball will make you the winningest winner of all. Fame, you'll be famous as famous can be, with the whole wide world watching you win on TV. Except when they don't, because sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that sometimes you play lonely games too, games you can't win, 'cause you'll play against you. All alone, whether you like it or not, alone will be something, you'll be quite a lot. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet something that scares you right out of your pants. There are some down the road between hither and yon that can scare you so much you won't want to go on. But on you will go through the weather be foul, on you will go though your enemies prowl. On you will go through Hackencrack's howl, onward up many a frightening creek, though your arms may get sore and your sneakers may leak. On and on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far, and face up to your problems wherever they are. You get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. So be sure when you step with care and great tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous or deft, and never mix up your right foot with your left. And you will succeed, yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So, be your name Buxom or Bixby or Bray or Mordecai Ally von Allen O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. So get up and go on your way.